you since he is very passionate to meet new people. He has been involved in creating positive impact among the students. He has now been working as a customer engagement manager in Isai Group, one of the leading waiting sales manager manufacturing companies in India. Sriram is an engineer by education, sales manager by profession, and speaking by heart. Thank you.
You can start your session, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. So I'm just sharing my presentation. Just give me a second.
Slightly move to left. Yeah, fine. It's fine.
So the topic which I chose today is grab the opportunity. So before going to the topic, I have some guidelines for this webinar. So I would like to share, begin this webinar with three guidelines and three requests I would like to say. So I request all the participants to be very interactive throughout the webinar. So it should not be like one way. That's only Sriram is going to talk in this webinar. So I don't want the webinar to happen in that way. So the questions should be asked in the chat box. I think everyone is muted by default actually, but there is a chat box option where you can post your questions actually. And in between the webinar, I'll also be asking a lot of questions. So you can answer all those questions actually. So that's the first request I have for everyone. I request the participants to be very interactive throughout this webinar. The second request, what I have is actually, please ask your questions then and there. Once again, it is connected to point one, because I don't want anyone to be just watching the webinar. I want everyone to implement the webinar. That's going to be the third point. So whatever you are listening today, this has to be implemented in your personal life and the professional life as well actually. So that's my main request before starting the webinar. So I hope all these 3 points are clear. So mainly I want people to ask questions and kindly practice and implement whatever you're learning from this webinar. So just don't leave it. If you want, you can take notes and try to implement whatever is taught in the webinar today. And I'm making this webinar more interesting because nowadays actually more webinars are happening online, and people feel that webinar sessions should not be boring. So I don't want to take this webinar in a boring way. So I made this presentation as interesting as possible. So I request you to please concentrate on this webinar, and it's going to be very interesting. So I'm moving to the next slide now. So before going to the webinar, I would like to say you why this session. So this is quite important. So many people would have thought that grab the opportunity, the topic is given today, so let me join. So you have joined this webinar, that's a good sign. So why we are conducting this session, why Multi-Arts has organized this session. So the main thing is, first of all, I would like to say about me, Multi-Arts has given an introduction about me. Adding to that, I would like to say you, I'm an electrical engineer by background. After that, I became a salesperson. I've been doing motivational classes as well, actually. So I'm a speaker by heart. So why do I say that actually? So before starting this journey, there is a big story for me. When I completed my BE Triple in the year of 2012, I was not ready. I mean, I was not industry ready candidate. What do you mean by industry ready candidate? That means actually, if I'm applying for an interview, I can clearly say that I was not ready for the job. So who would I hire me for an interview? Who would I hire me for a job actually? So my native place is Coimbatore, from Tamil Nadu. It's a tier 2 city. When I came to Bangalore, I realized that actually I was not ready. There are so many competitors for me who are applying for the same job. But I felt actually I was not ready for any jobs in Bangalore. Then I felt that my skill sets were not up to the mark. That's the only reason. My skill sets were not up to the mark. So I felt that I need to upgrade my skill sets. After that, I improved my communication skills. I started speaking with multiple people. I didn't have fear about English. So I started speaking in English after reaching Bangalore. So I got rid of all the fear. Then I applied for all the jobs. So this is what happened with me. So what I felt is there are many people like me, so many people like me actually, they wanted to get into a job, they wanted to get into a good job, but the thing is they are not ready to take it up. They are not industry ready, I would say. They are still students. When they want to get a job, actually, they want to be an employee, right? That is not happening with most of the students actually. So I thought I can give some knowledge on this area, how to be industry ready, how to grab all the opportunities that is coming our way. That's going to be today's session. I hope the context is clear. I'm moving on to the next slide now. So once again, actually, before going to the webinar, what are the objectives of the webinar? So this, I want to be very, very clear, actually, what are the objectives you will be getting out of the webinar. One thing is positive mindset. So nowadays, most of the students, especially, and most of the people are not being positive. That's what I found actually. Like what to say, like if you are attending an interview, you should have 100% positive mindset. When you're going for an interview, you're feeling that actually I may crack this interview or may not crack this interview. I am not going to keep on that mind. I'm just going to give an interview. This should not be your mindset. You should clearly have a vision of getting selected in an interview. How is it possible to have a positive mindset, first of all? To win anything in life, to be a positive person, actually, you should think anything positive in a negative situation. I repeat it, you should think positive in a negative situation. Let's take an example here. In case if you're riding a bike or riding a car, actually, suddenly a police cop is standing opposite to you. What happens actually? Suddenly you get fear and the police cop stops you. What will happen actually? You have two choices now. One choice is actually either you should be positive because it's a negative situation, or second choice is you can be negative in a negative situation. Let's see both what happens now. The police cop has already stopped you there, and he's asking you the documents. Unfortunately, today you forgot all the documents. Actually, all the documents are there at home, so you feel that you don't have documents. So being negative in negative situation, I'll explain first. You're being negative. You feel that okay, I left my documents at home. I'm going to pay fine to the police cop. Whatever the police cop is asking, I need to pay him. So even if he's asking 1,000 rupees, I'm ready to pay. This is one thing. So I got a chat message. Let me check what it is. So this question is open for everyone. Are you able to see my? Okay. Just a second, actually. Are the slides moving? Can I get a reply from anyone? Are the slides moving?
No, sir. I think you have to start PowerPoint. Some bottom of the screen, one symbol is there, sir. Once look at it.
1 second.
Like looking like a cup. Yeah, now it is coming.
Yeah, sorry, actually, like I think I need to repeat few things since the slides were not moving. So this is what I was talking about. I'm repeating it. I want everyone to be very interactive throughout this webinar. I want everyone to ask questions then and there. I want everyone to practice. That means implement whatever whatever you're learning today. I want you to implement in your personal life. I hope this slide is very clear. Being interactive is one thing. asking questions, implementing after the webinar. This is what I want from everyone. Since the slides were not moving, I'm repeating this point. Still, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat box. So I'm moving to the next slide. So why this session? So I wanted to explain you why this session. So this was the slide. As I told you, like I felt actually like I can add a lot of value to the students because I faced a lot of problems in the life because I was not an industry ready candidate. I was not ready before applying for any job. So I thought many people are like me. So I wanted to share whatever I learned to the people and to the community. That's the reason for this webinar. So I am making this webinar as interesting as possible. So I'm moving to the next slide. So what will you get from this webinar to bring a positive mindset to win anything in life? So I was giving an example of getting caught with a police cop. You're riding a bike, you don't have documents. So you have two choices here. The first choice is being positive in a negative situation. Second choice is being negative in a negative situation. If you are being negative in a negative situation, what will happen? So you feel that I need to pay 1,000 rupees to the police cop because I left my documents at home. This is being negative. Being positive at the during the negative situation is actually you feel that somehow I'm not going to pay this 1,000 rupees. I'm just going to give this 100 rupees maximum. If at all, if he is going to ask, I'm going to give 100 rupees or else I'm not going to give any money. This is being positive in a negative situation. Second thing is being negative in a negative situation. You just wanted to get rid of that situation. So you're just paying fine. So the positive mindset helps you here actually. What you need to do is actually here you need to be positive. You need to talk with the police cop and explain the situation or else ask someone to take a photocopy of it and send it in your WhatsApp. So what you are just changing the situation actually from 1,000 rupees to 100 rupees. This is just a simple example. Similarly, if you're going for an interview, what you should feel actually, I am going to crack this interview somehow. Somehow I'll get selected in this company. This organization is for me. That's the positive attitude actually. But in case if you're going with a mindset that I may get selected, you're saying to your friends that I'll not get selected because I'm not prepared. Then obviously you will fail because you don't have a positive mindset. You won't put efforts at all. It's very important. Once you have a positive mindset, you'll definitely put efforts. In case if you're not having the positive mindset, your efforts will not be up to the mark. This is what I'm trying to say. Second thing, what I'm trying to deliver through this webinar is reducing fear. So there is a saying actually, people say that you need to do what you mostly fear for. If you're having a fear to do something, you need to do that first. Okay, that's important. Most of them are not doing what they fear for actually. For example, if your fear is, if you have a fear of public speaking, you need to speak in front of the audiences. And if you have a stage fear, if you see people of around 50 audiences, you are not able to talk. That's called as a fear. So when you have a fear to do something, do that first. You know that actually you have a fear for fear there. So whatever you have a fear for, actually, you do that first is my advice. So what I'm trying to deliver through this webinar is how do you reduce that fear? I'm not saying that completely ignore the fear, which is not possible. How do you reduce the fear? For example, if you have a stage fear to talk in front of 50 audiences, try that. Make use of that situation. If you are a student, you have a golden opportunity. You can stand in front of the students, announce something, be a leader. So you are getting rid of that fear. Once you get rid of that fear, when you're doing it for the second time, that fear will vanish. So that's what I wanted to convey through this webinar. If you have a fear for something, so just try to do that first. To avoid that fear, you need to do it at least once, then you will avoid that fear. I'm saying this in a positive way, actually. So please take it in a positive way. For example, some people struggle to speak English. Most of them say that I'm not from an English medium school. I'm from a Telugu medium school or from a Tamil medium school. So you fear to talk in English, right? You have a fear to. So I got a chat message stating that they are not able to see the screen. I hope everyone is able to see the screen. Can I get a confirmation from Multi Arts? Okay. So I think you have some network issue, sir. Actually, whoever asked the question, I think you have some network issue. So please check it. Yeah. So I think Undi Kuttan is the person who asked the question. So I'm just continuing with the webinar now. The second point I was talking about fear. Some people have fear to speak in English. So what they need to do is actually they need to start talking in English, because English is your fear, but English is everything in today's life. That's a sad reality. So though you say that actually my mother tongue is important for me, even for me, my mother tongue is important. If I speak in my mother tongue, I'll be more comfortable to talk with people. But what to do? English is important in today's life, actually. So how do you develop your English? Don't. My advice is actually don't give more importance to grammar, vocabulary now. Just speak whatever comes to your mouth. You start talking. That's how I started. If you see me 8 years back, someone asked me the bus route. Actually, they asked me from one place to another place. How do I go? Actually, even that I couldn't explain in English. The person was asking in English. I couldn't explain in English because of the fear. That's called as English speaking fear. I don't know if there is a word for English speaking fear. I call it as English speaking fear, because we are not a native English speaker actually. But if you take countries like China or Japan, our English is much, much better. If you go to any auto wala, if you go to an auto stand, if you talk to him, I want to go to this location, you talk in English. Definitely, I'm damn sure actually with the butler English, he'll be able to answer you. That's good. That's how our country is so good in speaking English. So don't have fear of speaking English. So if you have a fear of speaking English, you just have a phone or a camera or a mirror, whatever it is, actually, you talk in front of the phone. You give confidence to yourself. Whatever comes to your mouth, you talk in English. That's not, you're going to vanish your fear by doing this, actually. This is what I wanted to convey, the second point. The third point is disciplined and planned way of living. I believe actually this is missing with most of the people today. Most of the people are not disciplined enough actually, and they are thinking disciplined is old way of living. If you take 1970s, people were very much disciplined actually, but even though now in 2021 we don't go on time. For example, for this webinar, I joined 15 minutes earlier. So that's called as a discipline actually. The discipline, when we follow, automatically results will follow. So that's another thing which I'm going to convey through this webinar. So the summary of this we are going to see in next slides. I'm just moving to the next slide without wasting time. So now the question time actually. So now that it's the time for you. I don't want to keep on talking. So what do you think? What are the important qualities of a winner? So in case if you want to be winner, what are the important qualities? If you Google, actually, you'll get 1,000 qualities. But according to you, what are the important qualities of a winner? So kindly answer with your name. So I just wanted to know who are interactive in this webinar. How many people are interactive with this webinar? That's the reason. And since I'm not able to hear your voice, I'm asking your chat message. I'll just give 30 seconds time. You can answer with your name. What according to you are the important qualities of a winner? If you have to be a winner, what are the qualities required? Just list out 2 to 3 qualities, sufficient. I think throughout the webinar, I shouldn't mute myself. So I got a lot of answers now. One is from Vignesh. Very good, Vignesh. Self-confidence and discipline. Yeah, that's very, very important. You need to be having the self-confidence as well as the discipline, as I told you in the webinar already. That's very, very important for a important quality of a winner. I would like to appreciate Vignesh. Srihan has mentioned positive attitude. Obviously, without positive attitude, as I told you in this webinar, so you will not be able to succeed without any positive attitude. Actually, being positive in a negative situation is important. So you should always be positive. So Nishita has sent a message that skills to earn, balance of emotions, and be independent. Very good, Nishita. I would like to appreciate you for this. It's quite different actually, because everyone has thought in the same way. Positive attitude, self-confidence. Even I thought in the same way actually, but Nishita has thought in a different way, saying that actually skills to earn, balance of emotions, be independent. Yeah, emotional intelligence is very, very important. So very nice. So I'm moving to the next answer. Again, Vignesh has answered focus. Yeah, it's obviously it's going to come in the next slides. Without focus, you will not be able to do anything. You should focus on few things. Srihan has answered once again. They learn from their mistakes. Yeah. So once you do a mistake, it's not important actually. What you learn from the mistakes is important, because if you are continuing to do the same mistakes again and again, you're not going to excel in your life. Very good, Srihan. And D. Yuvraj just mentioned positive attitude again. Thanks, Yuvraj. Very good answer. Shan Kadivar has answered, winners are good leaders with a good sense of responsibility. Winners are risk takers. Very good. They have good strengths in making decisions. Very good point. That's a valid point. If you are a leader, obviously you'll be taking good decisions actually. So he has mentioned it rightly. If you can take good decisions, then you are a leader and you are a winner as well actually. Winners are good at overcoming challenges. Winners have a positive attitude. They're flexible and adaptable. They learn from their mistakes. Yeah, again. So I would like to appreciate Mr. Shan Kadiwar. Thank you. Very nice answer. So once again, Shriyan has mentioned hard work, determination. So nice. Very nice, actually. Thank you. I'm very happy to see that so many people are active. So that's the reason I want this chat box to be open. So let's continue this actually. Keep up the spirit. I would like to thank everyone. At the end of the webinar, everyone will be unmuted. So during that time, you can also ask me questions verbally. Thank you so much. So I'm moving to the next slide now. So the next slide is actually 3 important qualities according to me. Already someone have pointed out, always be positive. So this is where I gave that police cop example, being positive in a negative situation. So if you take cricketers, you can learn a lot from them. So you can learn a lot from cricketers. Why do I say that? Actually, cricketers are under pressure most of the times. When they are playing cricket matches, they'll be under pressure because so many people are watching them, and the burden is on them actually, especially captains like Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni. They'll be having an extreme pressure. People are watching them. So what they need to do is actually, all they can do is be calm and be positive. So that's what Virat Kohli is saying in this image. If you can stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Again, I'm going back to the police cop example. You're stuck in a negative situation. If you're staying in a positive mode actually, or you're having that positive attitude, definitely that negative situation will turn as a positive situation. Just try this after this webinar. Whenever you're facing a negative friend who is saying you actually, no, don't do that, you will fail. Don't do that. Actually, he's saying something negative to discourage you. You say yourself actually that I will be positive in this negative situation. I won't be negative in this negative situation. I'm going to be positive in this negative situation. Let's control this situation. Actually, if you say like this and you see the results, you can see wonders in your life. So that's what Virat Kohli is saying in this slide. If you can stay positive in a negative situation, you win. So sorry, there is a wrong question in the slide. Actually, if you can see the slide, can you please list out your most important goals I mentioned? I would like to ask this question in the later slide because it's not relevant to the topic what we are discussing now. So I'm going to ask this question in the later slides. All I want from you is actually just list out the most important goals of your life, either in a paper or in a chat box, or for yourself. Actually, you keep in your mind, what is the most important goal, or what are the most important goals that you're going to follow in life? So that needs to be listed out. But I don't want the answers now in the chat box. I'll be asking the answers later. In the later slides, I'll be coming back to this question again. So during that time, we can discuss. Why I'm giving the space, actually, you need to think. Because goals are not something like I'm selecting, I'll become a doctor, I'll become an engineer. No, that's not a goal. Your goals should be very specific. What you're going to do, at what span of time you're going to achieve this actually. It has to be specific. So you keep the answers with you. I will be asking this question again in the later slides. So what I want from you is actually just list out your most important goals according to you. Okay. So coming back to the first quality, which I listed out according to me, yeah, already many people have said different qualities. I agree with you. But according to me, the most important quality is always being positive. Always being positive in a negative situation, like Virat Kohli says here, right? So you win when you're positive in a negative situation. Also, if you're positive in a positive situation, as positive situation, you don't want to be negative, so you will be always be positive. But during negative situation, keep your mind that you should be positive. Okay. So I'm just moving to the next slide now. So what would be the next quality? Oh, because before going that, I have stated an example here. I hope everyone remembers this match actually. Can I get a big, can I get a message in the chat box? How many of you remember this match? I hope most of them would remember this match actually if you follow cricket. I don't know how many of you follow cricket. I'm taking a lot of cricket examples. As I told you, like most of the cricket players will be having extreme pressure. So can I have some chat messages here actually? Like, do you remember the match? Do you remember this match? So I'm not getting any answers. Okay, I think most of them don't follow cricket. I'm keeping all the wrong slides. Okay, fine. Anyway, like from Srihan, Nishita, most of them have said no. Shan, Kadivar, everyone has said no actually. So no one remembers this match. I don't think many people follow cricket here. Yeah, do you, finally I got a like-minded person, D. Yuraj that mentioned that it's a Bangladesh versus India match. So I'll just explain the situation. The slide, you don't need not watch cricket for this. So just 2 runs from 3 balls, it looks very, very easier, right? The situation was actually just 2 runs from 3 balls. Bangladesh had to score only 2 runs from 3 balls. Okay, so it's very easy for any cricketer to do that, right? Actually, even if there is a white ball or a no ball, they can easily score the 2 runs from 3 balls. Okay, what everyone would think in this situation, everyone would think that actually we are going to lose this match, but not MS Dhoni. What MS Dhoni thought is actually, whatever may happen, we are going to win this match. So he was waiting with his gloves off. Every wicketkeeper wears the gloves actually in his hand. He removed his gloves and he was waiting for the batsman to come. When the batsman came, he just had to score 2 runs, right? Actually, it's very easy, but he stumped actually. He made a run out that day. So it was a heavy pressure for MS Dhoni, but he remained positive in a negative situation. Again, I'm repeating this point. An example of staying positive in a negative situation, you can learn from cricketers. So if you're not a cricket fan, just remember this actually. Always be positive in negative situation. Including me, I was thinking this match, India is going to lose. But Dhoni made me wrong. That day, Dhoni's run out actually made India to win that match. So this is what I'm saying, that being positive in a negative situation. So I'm moving to the next slide. I've given enough gyan on this subject. So the second quality, what I wanted to talk today is actually, winners are always focused on the goals and importance of commitment. So what I'm trying to say here is actually, I already told you, list out your most important goals. Some people like some greatest personalities like Bill Gates, they focused certainly on most important goals. You would be having a lot of goals actually. You wanted to achieve a lot of things actually. You wanted to become a speaker, you wanted to become a dancer, you want to become a film director or film actor, anything. But what is your most important goal is very, very important thing. Or if you have multiple goals, all those goals are important. That means those are important goals. So so Bill Gates says what Mr. Bill Gates says here is, my success part of it, certainly I'm focused on only few things. Okay, rather than putting everything on your mind, actually focus on only few things. So as someone rightly said, focus is a key area for a winner to win, right? So you need to be focused on certain goals. That's the importance of commitment here. If you are committed to, or if you're focused to achieve some goals in your life, actually, you can definitely win in this situation. So that's what Bill Gates is also trying to say. So on a lighter note, I just wanted to ask this question also. What do you think is the net worth of Bill Gates in Indian rupees? Indian rupees, what would be the net worth of Bill Gates without Googling it? I know many people will go to Google, actually, they'll find out the answer. But without Googling it, can someone answer what is the net worth of Bill Gates here? Can I get some answers in the chat box so we can move on to the next slide? So see, I'm not able to interact with you directly. So that's why I'm asking all these questions to know whether you all are, you all are with me or not. So what is the net worth of Bill Gates? You don't know the answer? Okay. So I think actually I'll skip this question actually. And yeah, I got some answers. Puvendan, 15 crores is very, very less, Puvendan. 15 crores is very, very less actually. Normal businessman in India will be having 15 crores. No, the answer is wrong. Dollars, $126 billion. I don't know whether you are saying a right answer in dollars actually, because I don't follow dollars. I don't know. I'm not in a situation to convert the dollars to rupees as well. So yeah, Nishita, you're right. Now he is in the top fifth place of the richest. Yeah, you're right actually. So I'll give the answer actually. His net worth is 9 lakhs crores. 9 lakhs crores Indian rupees. That is his net worth. So which is the net worth of Bill Gates actually? You see, so people like this, they focus on few important goals, which is very, very important, right? So you should be focused on few important goals actually, not everything. If you put everything on your mind, you'll not be able to succeed. For example, actually, my mother would like to run an old age home. I'm saying here actually, she wanted to start something like an old age home. So her focus should be on that one particular area. By the way, my mother is also there on the call today. So I'm happy that I'm presenting in front of my mother. So she's, I think Mrs. Subha is none other than my mother actually. So she's there on the call. So you should be focused on goals. Always list out your most important goals. You should be focused on that. That's very, very, very important. So without wasting time, I'm moving on to the next slide. So the third quality, winners are already are ready to take up challenges. It's quite important actually. They are ready to take up any challenges in life actually. If you are staying in your comfort zone, I'm saying you, it's very, very difficult for you to move from that comfort zone to a actually qualified person. I would put it in a different way actually, to become an effective person. How do you become an effective person? Once you come out of your comfort zone. For that, what is helping you? Challenges. Winners are ready to take up challenges always actually. Challenges might be coming up with risk as well actually, but you need to think about the risk factors, but you shouldn't stop taking up challenges, taking up new challenges, I would say. So what is like taking up challenges? What example I've taken here is like if you have a fear to talk in front of the crowd, okay, so you take it as a challenging task. Okay, I have a challenge of talking in front of the crowd. Somehow I need to deliver a topic on this. Somehow I need to see the mirror and see the phone or a camera. I need to sit in front of that. I need to start talking because I'm an introvert. I don't know how to talk with people. I need to start doing it actually. Even I was an introvert when I was in school days actually, but I changed myself. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is actually take it as a challenging task. Take everything as a challenge. You need to win today. If you want to win today, what is important is come out of your comfort zone, take up challenging tasks. So example I've cited here is Sriram before Bangalore. Why do I say that? It doesn't mean that actually after coming to Bangalore, you all will develop. No, it's not the meaning I'm trying to convey here. Sriram before Bangalore is different from Sriram after Bangalore. So before Bangalore, actually, I was not ready to talk with people. I was not ready to give interviews, actually. When I go for an interview, I would be having that internal fear. What if I fail? What will happen, actually? Because of that fear, I couldn't express myself properly. That was the Sriram before Bangalore. After that, I took it as a challenge. As I rightly mentioned here, challenge. I took it as a challenging task. What I did is, I started challenging myself I started challenging myself. I improved my skill set. I improved my English knowledge. I improved my communication skills. I improved my public speaking skills. In fact, I became a speaker, right? How it is possible to do that? You need to challenge yourself actually. If your life is going on in the same way, then you're on a wrong track. If you feel that actually my life is boring, I'm repeating the same thing. I'm living a monotonous life, right? If you feel that actually you need to take up challenging tasks, then only you can move to the next level, or else for you will be remaining in the same level. Actually, especially this I'm saying to the students, you are all young people, you are in your 20s actually, you should start taking your challenges, which is very, very important. So I'm just stating another example here. Okay, so be ready to what comes next. Whatever is going to come, be ready for it. That's very, very important. Actually, most of the candidates or most of the students are not doing it. What if you have an interview, you should be prepared at least 1 week before what the questions are going to be. If I'm going to apply for an interview, what I will do is actually, luckily, I'm not going to do that actually right, as of now. But if I'm applying for a job, what I will do is first I'll be seeing the complete profile of the job. I need to apply for a job. I need to see the profile of the company. Who is the CEO? Who is the managing directors? There is a website called as Zauba. I don't know how many of you know it. If you type any organization name along with Zauba, you will get all the details. So like that, actually, you should be prepared well. In case if you are giving an interview for a Microsoft, actually, if you are going unprepared about the company, you don't know anything about Microsoft, then there only you fail. You cannot be an industry-ready candidate. Industry-ready candidate means what actually? You should be prepared for what is coming next. That's what I'm trying to say here. The second point, whatever you see on the slide here. So here, example, what I'm taking is rather than, you can just read this example, just for a second, you can read this example. Like you are ready for the green light in the traffic signal. Like you're ready for the green light in the traffic signal. So I'll connect this example in the next slide. So you should be ready for whatever is coming next. For example, if you're going to attend an interview, you should be ready at least 10 days or 1 week before that what company I'm going to attend, who is the CEO for the company, when did they establish that company, how many board of directors are there actually, and what I need to be prepared with, what questions they are going to ask me. So all these things you should be prepared. So winning an interview, if you want to win an interview, it's not only means that actually you need to be prepared with your aptitude. Aptitude is important. You should be more confident. That is also important actually, but you should have the data of the organization also. So you should be fully prepared. That's why I highlighted the word fully here. The word fully is very, very important here actually. You should be fully prepared to face what comes next. So how we are going to be fully prepared? I'm moving to the next slide now. So if you notice Indian people, especially I'm talking about, okay, so can you see a signal? Can you see a traffic signal here actually? You would have seen people with bikes and cars, especially with sports bikes. Actually, I've seen people, they would be ready in front of the red light. Okay, and they want to move once it turns green. As soon as it turns green, actually, the next step, what they do is they raise their accelerator. They want to move to the next step. They want to quickly get rid of that signal and leave. If it is 60 seconds, I've seen some people counting it. 1, 2, 3, 5. How many seconds more actually like that? They will be counting the signal to turn green. Okay. So what I'm trying to say through the slide is actually, if you want to be successful, you should be ready like this. How you are ready? The signal to turn red to green, the same thing you need to apply in your life actually. You should be ready to face challenges. You should be ready to take up the interview. How you should be ready? Like a signal turning green. How you're ready actually with your bike. From red to green, when it is turning, you're taking the bike immediately, right? So the same thing actually you need to apply in your personal life. This should be our mindset. That's what I wanted to convey through this point. So I'm moving out to the next slide now. So the summary of what we have seen so far, the quick summary. Positive attitude is important for anyone to improve in your life actually, because without that, you'll not be able to succeed anything in life. Don't underestimate this sentence. Okay. Second thing is focus on your most important goals. Okay. As I told you, you should be having a set of goals actually before attending an interview or whatever it is. Actually, you should be having a final goal in your mind, what you're going to achieve in life. Okay, that final goal should be the center point. Whatever you do, that should be surrounding that center point actually. So the most important goals are very important. So taking up the challenges, as I told you, take up any new challenges like you're ready for the signal turning green. So that is quite important. So the question I would like to ask you is actually, like I told you, you can list out your most important goals. Now I would like to have your answers. May I know your most important goals in your life? I want to see with your name actually. You can write the answers with your name. So what are your most important goals? Everyone would be having goals, but what are your most important goals in your life? So I'm not getting any answers. Can I move on to the next slide? So if anyone wants to answer, actually, you can answer at the end of the webinar. Okay. So I'm just moving on to the next slide now. So, but the keep in mind, the important goals are important. If you have not set your goals, not necessarily by this webinar. So after this webinar, you can set your goals. You need to have most important goals in your life to move forward. So I'm just moving to the next slide now. So whatever I've told you so far, actually, it is not so important. But whatever I'm going to talk now is going to be very important, actually, because it's a very important slide of this webinar, I would say. So people say that actually keep the best thing at the last. Okay. So I'm just keeping the best things waiting at the last, actually. So the challenges in today's scenario, what are the challenges of candidates who are coming for an organization or who are attending interviews? Okay. So that's what I'm saying here in this slide. Most of the candidates after college are not ready for the working culture. So this is what you need to understand. Most of the candidates, once they pass out of the college, actually, they are still being a student. So from student to employee mindset, you should bring. That is not happening with most of them, because I've been working in an organization called as SA. I'm finding a lot of people, I mean, they have fear to talk, actually. Like when they come for an interview also, they are not able to talk properly. So the major gap, the second point is, the major gap is because most of them are not focusing on the skill set. As I told you, skill set is not only about the bookish knowledge. You can read the book, you can pass examinations. Now you can cite the reasons as corona and still you can pass all the examinations, right? Actually, that's how it is happening. But the skill sets have to be upgraded. I've seen many people who are not even educated, actually. They have not gone to the colleges. These people, actually, they have built their skill set and they have been shining well. Now, how it is happening? They are focusing on the skill set. You need to improve your English skills, communication skills, public speaking skills, as well as your aptitude skills, actually, how you are ready for the interview. All the skills are very important. So example, what I wanted to give you here is, actually, I conducted an interview with a candidate, actually. I mean, I was like a manager hiring a person for the organization. So the candidate was literally sweating. I could see sweat on his neck. So he was not confident to deliver the interview. But if I see his resume, actually, the resume was for 4 pages. So there is no use of giving a resume for 4 pages, actually. Even if your resume is 2 pages, actually, you need to talk. Your resume should not talk, actually. You can mention anything on your resume. Very important. And now I'm talking about the slides today. I've mentioned so many things in the presentation, but the presentation is not important. Person, how he is presenting is important. Like that, actually, the resume, what you're applying for an interview is not important. The resume should not speak, actually. You should speak more about you. So when a candidate is not even able to present about himself, actually, how he will crack the interview, how the HRs will consider him. So what is important here? So the candidate without any fear is what companies are expecting. When you are applying for an interview, you should keep this in mind. Your confidence matters a lot, nothing else, actually. And also what you know. that you need to express yourself actually. For example, if there is a group discussion interview, that's going to be my next point actually. If there is a group discussion interview, 10 people are sitting along with you actually, 2 people are icebreakers. What is called as icebreakers? Icebreakers are nothing but actually 2 people who start the group discussion. Other 8 of them would be very silent actually. First one person will start, second person will give him company. Most of the cases I'm saying actually only 20% of the people are speaking in a group discussion interview. Others are just adding the points at the last. So why you are not able to be an icebreaker actually? Why you are not able to start the group discussion? Because of the fear, confidence, or something is stopping you. There is some gap in you actually. You need to identify what is that gap. So finally, fear of speaking English. Already I spoke about this actually. Speaking in English, because it's not a native language for us. You might be a Telugu speaker, you might be a Hindi speaker or a Tamil speaker actually. You will not be able to speak in a language fluently, which is a foreign language. So obviously English is a foreign language, in fact, for me. But what do we need to know is actually whatever I know, whatever comes in my mouth, I'm going to speak. So that is English, according to me. Give less importance to grammar and vocabulary. That is also important. But before grammar and vocabulary, what is important is your way of speaking English, how you present, all these are important. So the last point is inferiority complex. Again, nowadays I can see this with a lot of people, like a lot of students especially. Most of them have inferiority complex, that I feel very, very inferior to talk in front of someone. I even compare with some people actually. Sridhar is better than me, or Vignesh is better than me. So I keep on comparing them. I don't want to compare anyone with me actually. I should be confident on my own way. So that is called as what to say, the positive attitude or a self-esteem, right? So if you have an inferiority complex, you need to find out a way why I'm inferior, why I'm feeling inferior. No one is inferior to anyone. This I'm repeating it. No one is inferior to anyone. Even if you're speaking to a CEO of a multinational organization, actually, inferiority complex you should not be having actually. I've been meeting a lot of people. Most of them are CEOs actually, and most of them are doing a turnover of 500 crores every year actually. I'm meeting them, but I have a lot of confidence because I'm a sales person actually. I need to have confidence. So inferiority complex is one of the big problems actually. You need to avoid it. And again, not being positive. Inferiority complex means nothing but you are not being positive actually. So all these points you can go through once. If you want, you can ask me for the presentation later. I'll forward the presentation also. So these are the common challenges of any particular student, or even for a common man. These are the common challenges. No one is upgrading their skill set. Second thing is actually they are not industry ready candidate. My next slide is going to talk about the industry ready candidate only. So if you want to be an industry ready candidate, so if you notice actually throughout my webinar, I'm repeating this word industry ready candidate actually. What is mean by industry ready candidate? So if you apply for a job actually, your mindset should not be like a student. First of all, you should be having the mindset of an employee. Okay, you should have this in mind. What organizations are expecting from me? So if an organization, what they are expecting from you, first of all, you should be matured enough to handle any situation. How can you understand that? You should be different from a student to an employee. Or if I put it in a very simple way, you should have a boy to man transformation, or a girl to women transformation. That's very, very important. You cannot apply for a job actually with the same boy's mindset. You should be having a man's mindset actually for applying for a job. And also, like similarly to the girls, you should not have a girl's mindset to apply for a job actually. You should be having a woman's mindset. You have grown up. Some maturity you should possess in you actually, then only you can apply for a job, because you are going to be responsible for many things. You might be very good at studies. I'm not complaining about that. You might speak good English also. But what is important is that maturity factor is very, very important. Second thing is very, very important. Choose a right mentor. Mentor could be anyone. So mentor could be like actually like, for example, if you feel any person who is successful in your life, or your teacher. Okay, so in fact, my teachers have joined today's call today. So I have learned a lot from them actually. So if you feel your teachers are the right mentors, You need to have that right mentor actually. For example, framing all these goals, you need to have a most important goal, I told you, right? So for framing that goal, actually, you can talk with your mentor, you can sit with them, you can discuss with them actually. I'm or sir or ma'am, I'm not able to figure out what are my most important goals. Then you talk with them actually, you trust them. So they'll reply back with their what to say, like actually they are already successful, they know they know better than you. So you need to admit and ask them actually, what are the most important goals I need to have actually. So you need to have a mentor always, whether I'm doing right or wrong. Okay. So even in fact, though, before giving this webinar 1 week back, I spoke to my mentor, Mr. Ganesh Babu, who is doing an excellent job for our SA group actually. So when I had a talk with him, he told me one thing: you're going in a right path, please continue doing it. Don't stop. Whatever you're doing is actually, don't go behind the money, or don't go behind credits. Okay, whatever you're doing, actually, don't expect results. Just put your efforts. So like that, you need to have a right mentor behind you to support you. Then no one can beat you. I'm saying you, if you have a right mentor with you, actually, no one can beat you. So the other thing is, you may approach institutes like multi-odds also. Like in case if you want to take really a good course, so they have so many good courses actually. If you want to take a good course and excel in your life, actually, you can approach institutes like multi-arts. So the third point is, don't underestimate this point. Mind is a key. Whatever you're thinking, you will become, right? So this statement, I am not the only one who is saying it. I'm the one who implemented it. Sorry, I am one of the persons who implemented this actually. Mind is the key. Whatever you think, you become actually. For example, if you're going for an interview, you have a vision that you're facing a HR and you are getting an offer letter. How that will matter here actually? How if you're thinking that will become a reality? How do you say that? So the whatever you think in your mind, actually, if you think in a positive aspect, you will put efforts. If you think in a negative aspect, you won't put any effort. That's the difference actually. If your mind is filled with positive thoughts, you will put efforts for winning an interview. If your mind is filling with negative thoughts, actually, what will you think? Obviously, you will think that I will not clear this interview. I'm going to fail in this interview. Why should I put efforts? So this is very important. Your mind is key. Before doing something, actually, you keep this in mind. Your mind should control your thoughts. Your thoughts should become actions. Okay. So the final thing is actually, like, please do it every day. If you are passionate of doing something, or if you have a fear for doing something, please do it every day. Because don't underestimate this normal everyday doing it actually. Everyday doing will not give you result immediately. For example, I've been speaking for actually like 4 years in front of the audiences. That will not give me immediate results actually. So we can slowly grab the opportunity. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you put a constant effort every day, you should not give up. If you're giving up, then that's all, it's gone there only. So you need to put your efforts then and there actually, and you put it every day, work on it every single day. That's what I wanted to say. So the next thing is, use social media wisely. Why I'm saying it actually, because nowadays our generation, I mean, if I'm asking you actually, can you stop using Facebook? Most of the answers would be no only. Can you stop using Instagram? Can you stop using some other social media apps? The answers are no only. So you need to use it wisely. Anyway, you're going to spend time with your mobile. Okay, use it wisely. Subscribe to the channels which add values to your profile or to your career actually. Don't keep on wasting your time actually by reading something which is not important in social media. This is what I wanted to convey. The last point is, again, I'm repeating, choose your most important goal today. This is very important. Don't underestimate this point actually. Your goals are important. Goals will win you everything. If you want to be successful, actually, you should be goal oriented. As I told you, goal should be the center point. Others should follow that actually, right? So if you go through the slide, you should be having a mindset of an employee. You should be matured enough. You should be having a right mentor behind you. Mind is the key, as I told you. Please do it every day. That constant effort should be there every single day. Use social media wisely. Use your time wisely. If I have to put this in a different word, I will say that actually use your time wisely. If you are sitting in front of the mobile, you think what you're going to gain out of it. Gain means not in the terms of money, I'm saying actually, in terms of your knowledge or which will improve your career. Finally, choose your most important goal right now and today. So this slide, I think actually I've spent more time on it because I felt it is very, very important. So I'm moving to the next slide. So I'm not saying anything new. Gautama Buddha said that actually the mind is everything. What you think, you become. If you want to become something, you need to put that in your mind. Whatever you think, actually, you will become. So today, if you have positive thoughts, your future will be bright. Having said this, actually, I'm moving to the next slide. Okay, so last but not least, I think I've taken close to 1 hour. I'm going to complete this session sharply, the given time to me. So implement your learning from the webinar. I've spoken many things. It's not easy for you to keep everything on mind, actually. I hope you would have taken notes. If you want the presentation also, I'm ready to share the presentation. But you can approach multi-arts for that, actually. They'll be able to help you implement your learning. Just because you sat in front of the webinar, you'll be having all the motivation today. But whether you will follow tomorrow is my question. Tomorrow is Sunday. So most of them will be busy with their routine tasks. So that should not be the case, actually. Try to implement everything. Ask me the presentation, actually. I'll share the presentation with you. If you have any doubts, you can approach multi-arts. They'll connect to me and then I'll talk to you. I won't interact with anyone directly. If you want to interact with me, you can approach multi-arts. Multi-arts will definitely help you with this. But my contacts, whoever joined today, the students from Tamil Nadu Engineering College, or students who Mr. Devasugan sir actually has referred some candidates today, or Manoj from Kashi has circulated this invitation to many people. They can approach me, but multi-arts contacts, you please go ahead with multi-arts and ask them. The soft reminder for the feedbacks, again, the second point is I want feedbacks, actually. It's quite important for people like me, because I'm not a grown-up person, actually. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, actually, I'm not fully grown in this field. I want to grow. I would like to grow, actually. Parallelly, I'm doing some other activities. So for me to grow, these feedbacks are very, very important, actually. I would request everyone to write a feedback about this webinar, whether you find it useful, whether whatever I thought today was relevant for you or not, actually. So final point is question and answers. Now I think the multi-arts can unmute the people, whoever have questions. I'm ready to answer. So finally, what I would like to say is, actually, through this seminar, I would like to thank everyone. Especially, I would like to give a special thanks to multi-arts. So you have given me an opportunity to speak today. I'm very thankful to you, and I'm very thankful for all the audience who joined today. Thank you for joining, and I'm over to you, multi-arts. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir, it is very nice session, actually. They can ask their doubts. They can unmute themselves and they can ask their doubts now itself. And later we will upload it in multi-arts YouTube channel also. But now they can ask their doubts, sir. Excuse me, sir. Are you there?
Hello. Sorry, I was muted again. So yeah, thank you. So if you have any questions, actually, you can put in the chat box, like ma'am said. So what's the agenda now, ma'am?
Yeah, I just want to give a feedback. I'm Veena here.
Well done.
Please.
So I hope you're able to listen my voice.
Yeah,
well
it's
done.
audible. Please.
Yeah, it was a very nice presentation, and I'm really connected to the concept what you said about the language barrier what we have.
Right.
Like I'm from Telugu medium, and even I have a fear to speak in English. I can really relate to the points whatever you told.
Very
And
nice.
have positive attitude and keep going is a key. That what you covered in a very nice way with very relevant example.
Thank
Because
you.
what people examples are, it was very new to me, but it is so
Okay.
connected with the concept whatever you shared.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
it was very nice session, and we are really looking forward to have your sessions a lot with us.
Sure. Definitely, I'll do that, ma'am. Thank you so much. But your English is not looking like you're from a Telugu medium. I would like to appreciate you for that. Very nice, ma'am. Keep it up. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, because I was a speaker too, and I'm a mind coach and graphologist as well. So I know how to do things, and I really appreciate the way you chosen.
Thank you. I think you are the founder of Multi Arts, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Nice to meet you. Okay,
You are.
thank you.
Yeah.
So any other feedbacks are welcome, please. You can put it in the chat box.
You can unmute yourself, all the participants.
Yeah, I can hear my father's voice.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
It's my
Very
pleasure. I just wanted to say that my parents are there. Actually, it's my pleasure. It's quite an emotional moment also.
Oh, okay. Nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you. Thanks for joining, father and mother. Thank you.
Okay.
I just want to listen some of the feedback from them as well, how they felt.
But they can speak only Tamil. Is that okay?
Thanks for multi-arts.